So I was watching Amaya Wiggins' recent video, with the Sydney Star and him talking about Lizzo and Lil Boosie, and I got a little offended when he said Boosie was just a dumb nigger, er, nigger from Louisiana, and yeah, I felt some type of way. I don't know, I was triggered, maybe because I've been called a dumb nigger from Louisiana. I know people have said it behind my back. I've never heard nobody say it to my face, but I'm certain people have said it.
You can just get a vibe how some people feel about you. I was really like getting triggered over some of the things that he was saying. He don't really hate Lizzo. Like he hate that Lizzo is relevant. He hate that everybody talking about her. So therefore, in order for him to keep them YouTube numbers where they are, he need to talk about her too. He don't hate Lil Boosie. He hate that Boosie is relevant and that he have to talk about Boosie. You know, I don't think he hates the people that he talk about. I think that he hates that it's relevant. He hates that it's the topic of conversation and that as a blogger, if he doesn't cover these things, then he won't be relevant.
So being a blogger is a nasty job, and someone's got to do it. Luckily, it's you. They've got you to do it. Then when he was talking about Sydney Star, like you could tell he had a lot of fun with that narrative. And now since Sydney done spilled that tea, honey, that she's not post-op, that she's pre-op, honey, that just made that joke all the more fun, honey. To sit up and just, cackle and tee-hee about that genitalia, honey, and just assume that, if Eddie having, baby, we know Eddie, he gouging, and I've always been so attracted to Eddie Winslow. Oh, I've always lived for him. But anyway, girl, I went off on a tangent. And get your life, Sydney. Baby, the pictures was beautiful, I like Eddie's retort, because he was very clear. No matter what you think is going on with me and Sydney, that's business. Where's that ring? This is business. Yeah, we was kissing on the camera. This is business. Motherfucker, men been kissing each other, like literally, like two dudes be kissing each other. Like, remember when the Birdman, Lil Wayne kiss? I mean, dudes kiss each other, it's Italians kiss each other in the mouth all the time. Dudes been kissing dudes. So why we gonna make a big deal out of, that little peck? Like, it wasn't no tongue. Like, it wasn't no tongue. It wasn't tonguing. Like, some things about a check, And before I get off of here, I want to touch on Minister Farrakhan right fast, while I'm in this vein of conversation. I have a lot of respect for Minister Farrakhan and the things that he says to deeply melanated people, but at the same time, when we preach about the devil and we preach about, selling our souls and, giving ourselves away, giving ourselves over to debauchery, let's be clear. When we exalt something that is not whole, when we exalt something that has been compartmentalized, because are we not finna act like men don't wear dresses? Like, didn't Jesus wear a dress? You know what I'm saying? It's Muslims that wear like the little dress things because they want their stuff to breathe, because they feel like you sire children. Your percentage is higher. You're not supposed to wear constricted things because it messes with that, that flow, that, how the stuff's supposed to be free so you can create, So, like, basically, we talking about the way the fabric is cut. We're not talking about men always supposed to wear pants. That's not what we're saying, because there's dashikis. In African culture, there are men who wear robes, who wear dashikis, who wear the long sort of slip-like things. Like, this happens. So we're really just talking about the cut of the fabric, basically. So I'm just trying to figure out, when Tyler Perry presented Madea, you made justifications for Tyler Perry presenting the whole Madea thing. Tyler Perry, that's no different than what they wanted Dave Chappelle to do. They wanted Dave Chappelle to present an idea. Madea is an idea. Like, all of these other men are presenting ideas. It's amazing to me that, our deeply melanated brothers, they could speak so, y'all could just speak so profoundly, about what y'all are internalizing and what y'all are experiencing in this reality. But then when it's time for y'all to talk about that in relation to women being told, Hey, you need to lose some weight. Hey, your hair doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? I think men have experienced that too. I think men have been told they had to slim down for certain roles or they were expected to be a certain size. Like that just happens in the industry. When you're in the industry, you step in the industry to become a model for humanity. Like when you're that visible, when you get that type of platform, you're being a model for humanity. What I find disturbing is that so many men are okay with being depicted in stereotypical roles that are harmful and demeaning and womanizing and shaming to people who see life through a different lens and experience life in a different way. But when it comes time for a man to humble themselves and be seen in a different way and experience that, because no telling how you would grow from putting on that dress. Maybe if you put that dress on, you'll be a little less chauvinistic. Maybe you'll be a little less sexist. Maybe you'll be a little less of a pig. And this extends into the gay community. Like Armand went on a tangent the other day talking about why everybody gotta be free. Stop cutting your hair. Stop cutting your hair. Like, Armand, worry about you. Focus on you and improving who you are as the being that you are. Because all this is game. Ain't none of this real. All this is entertainment. We come from our mothers and fathers. We come from male and female. We come from XX and XY. And in the womb, we all start off as XX. We having an experience in vessels. We are given a certain set of equipment to come here and experience pleasure and procreate if we so choose. How we choose to depict ourselves, to show up in spaces, it does not demean nor does it exalt. Like if I choose to present in a feminine form, that doesn't mean that I'm weak or scary. You always hear the word strong associated with a man. All men ain't strong. A lot of men cowards. A lot of you masculine presenting cowards. And they got beings around here with double D cups. They got more heart than some of you cocky bodybuilders. But that is not what society shows. That's not what mainstream shows in order to keep on selling this lie.
Let's be clear. Everybody is just going off because Lil Nas has come as far as Lil Nas has come. But sweetheart, RuPaul been mainstream. RuPaul been mainstream, my baby. RuPaul have been mainstream. And RuPaul had to wear that dress, that pumps, that blonde wig, honey. RuPaul was trying to make those coins. RuPaul is a gay man. RuPaul is mainstream. RuPaul is an empire right now. So while we're losing our mind because hip-hop has become gentrified enough
for a gay man to reign in that particular facet of industry as well.
And all he had to do was perform just a little bit more masculine in order to get in, honey. Be super dark-skinned, honey, with that kinky hair and that wide nose and that lips, honey, so he could give that aesthetic, honey, to sell those records, honey. But we've always had mainstream gay artists. Mainstream gay artists aren't new. Do you remember Tracy Chapman?
Strength comes in different forms. And just because some of us can't hit it with brute force, that doesn't mean that we're not mentally strong and we don't know how to do strategy. A feminine being's strength just comes from a different place, but it does not mean that they are inferior or less capable. A man, a woman. I just wanted to come on here and just speak, across spectrum. Amon Wiggins is an influencer, in black queer culture. More so the black sphere, but, he has a perspective, he got an opinion, clearly, and people are paying attention. And Louis Farrakhan is an older, more religious figure. I guarantee you, they could, like, some of people could hit it off and just be a few things that be keeping y'all from getting in the room together with each other. That's all I wanted to say in this video. Thank y'all for watching. I love you. Down better down I said cool, keep spinning and turning. Ian Gani, Ianko Kalukalo, which means I'm a child of God goddess. And if I am, you are.